You say Gen Z is uneducated. I say Gen Z doesn't have the mental gymnastics associated with propaganda. They see this and are impacted by its truth. You say Gen Z has a short attention span. I say Gen Z has a longer attention span for emotions. Learn something from them. What you have to offer is support.
Hello.
Learn to cry with them.
Learning about the Nakba is dangerous, and here's why. On May 15th, every year, Palestinians around the world commemorate the violence and displacement that was created through the establishment of the Israeli state. Between 1947 and 1949, over 700,000 Palestinians were pushed from their homes, and over 500 villages were destroyed, in what is now referred to as the Nakba, meaning catastrophe. In Israeli schools, learning about the Nakba is strictly forbidden. In fact, there was a law passed in 2011 that allows the state to withdraw funding from any institution that commemorates or teaches these events. So here's why learning about the Nakba is so dangerous. First, it puts the current genocide in Gaza into a broader context of a decades-long strategy of ethnic cleansing and Israeli expansion. When you learn about what happened in 1948 and 1967 and in the settlements since, what's happening in Gaza doesn't come as an absolute shock. Second, it reminds the world of the Palestinian right to return, which is codified in the UN Human Rights Charter in Article 13 and has been called for by numerous UN resolutions. Talking about the Nakba affirms the idea that something was taken away that will need to be given back. And third, it destroys the myth that Israel was a land without a people for a people without a land. Sadly, it was a country born out of the trauma of the Holocaust and the trauma and bloodshed of the Palestinian people. Learning about the Nakba is vital to understanding what's currently happening, and it's crucial in crafting a better future.
A boycott is a passive act. It is the most passive political act that anyone can commit, a boycott. Because what the boycott was doing was simply saying, we will not ride your buses. No sort of antagonism. He was not even verbally violent. He was peaceful. Dr. King's policy was that nonviolence would achieve the gains for black people in the United States. His major assumption was that if you are nonviolent, if you suffer, your opponent will see your suffering and will be moved to change his heart. That's very good. He only made one fallacious assumption. In order for nonviolence to work, your opponent must have a conscience. The United States has none. Has none.